All right. So I got on today to make a video about. I don't even remember what I was originally gonna make a video about, honestly. But I keep stumbling across things that I can't not make videos on, and I stumbled across something that I legitimately I didn't watch all of this, but I legitimately might not have anything to say about this because what I did hear was um I'm just gonna let y'all hear it for yourselves. Here we are. This is the guy we're focusing on here. He is, his name is Alexander, I do believe, and he is one of the, um, organizers of, the Stop the Steal. So, you know, he's an election denier, thinks Joe Biden didn't win, the election was stolen from Trump. Let's listen to what he has to say here.
My theory of everything is that there is a well-ordered universe created by a creator, and that means that 99% of everything is predictable if you would only submit to the way things are, right? And that's what based means, right? Like based is like is coming in concert to reality, and then and some people stop there, but people like you, people like me, people like A, people like Nick, we say, oh, well now we're gonna change it up. That's where you change it up. You don't change it as a minder and then frame and limit the options for reality. You accept reality and boom, and then you fork it like a timeline. And that's what we're doing. That's the art that we're doing.
I just want y'all to hear this one more time before I go any further, to hear what he said.
People like you, people like me, people like A, people like Nick, we say, oh, well now we're going to change it up. That's where you change it up. You don't change it as a minder and then frame and limit the options for reality. You accept reality and boom, and then you fork it like a timeline.
So you heard what Big Brain Alexander over here just said. We accept that you were supposed to accept reality. Okay, so there's more clips of this, but before we go any further, because this isn't part of the stuff I watched. This is him. The same guy right here. This is the same guy who just told you to accept reality. Let's see what he says here.
Here's what I would say to Joe Biden. Any election I don't like is stolen. Any election where you get 81 million tabulations, not votes, is stolen. It's pretty simple. If I don't like it, it's stolen. If I like it, it's not stolen. If you win, it's stolen.
So there he was. Credit to the Young Turks, right here, for that little video, also on Twitter over here. But, that was him saying that, fuck reality. I don't accept reality. I make my own reality. But, over here, he's saying something completely different. So let's see clip 2 of this, bullshit.
The observation is absolutely true. If you're not a Christian, then what do you worship? Well, then you worship money. Okay.
Is there no other religion in the whole fucking universe? What? You just totally fucking negated every single religion other than Christianity. If you're not a Christian, then you worship money. That's the only other option.
Okay, then what are your concerns? Who are your enemies, right? Our enemies are the devil. Our enemies are falsehoods. Our enemies...
This man is talking about his enemy being falsehoods. My man, you are a falsehood. Your existence is a falsehood.
They're not dying to our flesh. Our enemies are actually like kind of the prosperity gospel. Like, wait, if we're not getting persecuted, what are we doing wrong? You know, Tim Pool is like, if I'm getting persecuted, what am I doing wrong? We're like, when we're not getting persecuted, what are we doing wrong? That is a very fundamental question.
Persecuted or held accountable? I don't know if he's... I don't think he either doesn't know the definition of persecution or he is using it in the completely wrong context. Or maybe it's both, because I don't think he...
And it makes you submit to things you shouldn't submit to. And so Tim Pool, I already knew that the interview was doomed. And I told Ethan Ralph, I said, look, I said 5 minutes into it, I said, if Tim Pool doesn't change his tone, Ye's out. You know, I've watched this happen.
Yeah, Tim, in that interview Ye did with Tim Pool, it was Tim Pool's tone that really made Ye get up and storm out. That's what it was. It was Tim Pool's tone. Okay. Um, there's just two more of these. Bear with me. I know it's a lot.
And I said this on Ethan Rausch. I'll repeat again. This is what's really going on in Ye's head. And Ye gave people a clue. He said, sometimes I got 7 things going on in my head. Okay. People listen to that and they think that that's a hyperbole. They think it's like an analogy. Ye is confessing. And so think about this. Ye's thinking, if this is how I'm treated now in 45 minutes when I want to talk about this, Tim Pool's going to say this, I'm going to respond this, and I'm never going to be able to say what I want to say. That's it. It's really that simple. Ye is a genius.
I'll let him finish.
Ye's living in the future. He's on an ultralight beam. He realizes, like, okay, if I have to be Bobby, then the Bobby now, right? Put it this way. If I have to be, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I said this on, if I have to be, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. If I have to get on the benzos to do my tour with Dave Rubin, then I'm going to be in a Moscow rehab center, right? It's to understand the fate of famous people, and Ye gets that intimately. He's experienced it firsthand. If they put me on tour and I have to say this and I can never say what I want, then I will turn to alcohol. I will turn to drugs. I will turn to cheating. I will turn to adultery. So why don't I actually say what I mean and find love and refuge at home? And people don't think that this is the way it is, but this is the way it is because there's one creator, one point of origin, one way to do things, and your job is to die to your sin. You're gonna fuck up. I'm a fuck up, right? I'm a fuck up. And
this is so much. He's just all over the place. He's jumping from thing to thing. There's just so much fucking shit he's trying to talk about. It's not connecting.
You're gonna fuck up, but if you're not constantly trying to restrain yourself, restrain your flesh, and the demonic forces and the devil, those are really the 3 competing forces, then you will...
Yeah. Kanye is not battling any mental health crisis at all. It's the devil. That's what it is. It's the devil.
Engage
mental health, it's not real. It's not a real thing.
And false idols, lesser gods, and Satan himself. So, your observation is right. You hope for the best, but that was because you thought that Tim Pool was capable of engaging in the 4D when Tim Pool was stuck in the 2D.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Tim Pool is tried to be in the 4th dimension, but he's stuck in the 2nd dimension. According to Stop the Steal, Vote Kanye Alexander over here. That was so much to unpack, and so many things that was said there. I don't know. I don't know what goes through this guy's head. I don't know what's wrong with him. But nothing in that incoherent, babbling, off the fucking rails, dumbass rant did he say anything that made any bit of sense at all. Nothing. This man didn't even acknowledge any other religion. He just said it's Christianity or money. That's it. There is no other religion. Christianity or money. Those are the only 2 religions. I don't know. I really don't have anything to say about this. I want to talk about it more, but I feel like this video just speaks for itself. So, you know what? I guess that's where I'm going to leave it.